you think of Andre Bishop as a challenger?
I think you're an idiot for asking me that question. You get paid to do this? It's your first show? Challenger. I think it'll be a challenge not to kill Andre Bishop. Little Andre can't even throw a punch without breaking his hand.
Those were Isaac Frost's words just a few short months ago after Andre Bishop apparently hurt his hand in a fight right here on ESPN. After only taking a short break to let the hand mend, Andre Bishop back in action tonight against heavyweight contender Reggie Stewart.
Bishop's making his way to the ring. Come on. And they are underway. Round number 1 of this much anticipated scheduled 8-round bout. You remember when Andre Bishop was a good, hard-charging middleweight prospect? He was a great combination puncher. That's what he's doing now as a heavyweight here. Stewart's jab has to be first and foremost on his to-do list, isn't it, Teddy?
Yeah, I would say so. You ever see that commercial where the guy says, how do you spell relief?
Sure.
Well, it's kind of like, how do you spell victory in this fight? J-A-B. That's exactly the way you go.
That's what he wants. Good work defensively by Andre Bishop. Plus, he landed that counter punch.
Yeah, and he forced him to punch. He made him, he drew it out of him, and then he timed him beautifully.
For those of you who question Andre Bishop's broken right hand, here's a good example of how he feels about it. He's throwing it. Halfway through round number 1. See, Andre Bishop, that training really paid off. Just back to basics with the 1-2, boom, boom. Good headshot by Andre Bishop. That's a damaging blow. That's a tried and true method that works out very well. The counterpunch landing by Andre Bishop. How important is the jab in a matchup like this, a power puncher against an outside fighter?
You know, that's a great question, Joe, because a lot of people would think, and I think wrongly, that the speed guy, the boxer, the jab would be only important to him to stay on the outside, use defense a little bit with that jab separation. But of course, the power puncher, he wants to use that jab to close the gap.
Final 10 seconds of round number 1. The combo lands upstairs.
Side to side.
And there it is, coming with the jab by Andre Bishop.
You're landing one shot, but I need to see.
Here we go. Round 2 is underway.
That's it.
Stewart's getting himself into the mix now, landing that left hand.
Keep moving around the ring. That's okay.
Good flush shot upstairs. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Reggie Stewart. Oh, what a power punch he was able to land there.
Joe, that's what you call setting up a trap. Not a mouse trap, but a punch trap. Step back a little bit, invited him in, bang.
I hope Reggie Stewart didn't think Andre Bishop wasn't going to throw that right hand. He has no qualms about letting it go. The other day when we were talking to Andre Bishop, he said to have success in this fight, I have to land combinations. He landed a good one there.
Don't stay in
that is a big right hand after eating one himself. There's the headshot, but he parries it away.
Finish with, get out of the way, no punching, move your head.
Boy, sharp two-punch combination by Stewart. Nice strike after catching one by Reggie Stewart. And now he's targeting upstairs. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. Targeting that overhand left. Good block by Stewart. Final 10 seconds of round number 2. Two snapping jabs by Andre Bishop. And that's the end of round 2. Stewart's corner has to keep him calm. That's the kind of cut that can send a fighter into fits.
Yeah, and a corner man into using crazy glue instead of adrenaline. I mean, that is a scary cut, as you just said.
Well, I don't know if he's hip to the idea of becoming a counterpuncher, but I get the sense you'd agree with it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's got the perfect platform, the perfect form for it. The guy's walking in right now, not moving his head much. He can time him, he can counter him.
Oh, and the right hand comes into play by Stewart.
Side to side. Move your head.
And just grabbing onto his opponent. And there's a right hand by Andre Bishop, and another. That's a good sign. He's showing what a skilled fighter he is with the counterpunching.
Well, the old timers used to say, when you're calm in there, when you're in control in there, you can make him do what you want. He made him tie his shoelaces right there.
90 seconds to go here in this round. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Andre Bishop. Lands flush with the combination upstairs. A leveling uppercut by Reggie Stewart. And banging away he goes, able to land that power punch.
Trying to force his way in that front door, and he got smacked with that door.
A crushing two-punch combo by Andre Bishop. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Reggie Stewart's got to be feeling foolish, nailed by a counter punch. Hard to train for a situation like this. Sometimes you need a little luck. They haven't gotten it tonight with the way that cut opened up.
No, and it's really bothering him. He's starting to blink a little bit. Now he's going to have to really mentally concentrate on putting that out of his mind and letting the corner take care of it and doing what he has to do.
Andre Bishop's not skipping a beat. He came out just the way he finished up last round.
Yeah, what I like is that he's a thinking man's fighter, and his corner gave him probably good advice. They know that the opponent only had 60 seconds to recover, and they're figuring it wasn't enough time.
Stewart's wanting the counterpunch here, but that doesn't seem the route to go here in this fight, Teddy.
No, he has to be honest with himself and see that. But, you know, people under pressure in all walks of life, you know, in the ring especially, you see it right away. You kind of peek at it right away. It's obvious. Maybe he doesn't want to see what he has to see, because then he would have to discipline himself. He's not ready to do that. Then he would have to make the change. Maybe he just wants to leave it this way. At the end of the day, people are going to say, oh, that guy fought kind of fight that, you know, are hard to fight with, you know, and he has an excuse. Maybe that's what's going on right now.
You can actually see how heavy Bishop is breathing right now. He's desperate to get some air into those lungs.
He better close that mouth before he's desperate to get his jaw wide.
Andre Bishop utilizing that right hand well. There's no doubt in my mind that it is fully healed. And the old 1-2 by Andre Bishop. Now he ties up there. Good right hand by Andre Bishop. He needs more of that. Big shot, big left hand, and he goes down. This is nothing new to Bishop. He's been down in life and inside the ring, and he's gotten up.
He knows how to behave. He's been in those circumstances outside the ring, and that will serve him.
Let's see if Bishop can survive this. He just took a big shot.
I think he can survive it. Why? Because he has all that amateur experience. He's been in this position before.
Bishop's just not showing me enough offense right now. I mean, I understand he did get hurt earlier.
Yeah, he did.
But he still has to put something forth.
Yeah, he does. It's kind of like that kid who gets his hand caught in a cookie jar. You know, you're not going to give up eating cookies. You still have a sweet tooth. You want to still go back and get that snack. You better find another way. He needs to find another way.
He's a weeble wobble in the ring right now, just wobbling away. A knifing left hand by Stewart. Whether or not Andre Bishop's right hand is fully healed, the bottom line is he continues to have success with it here tonight against Reggie Stewart. Two good jabs by Andre Bishop. Still plenty of time to work here in round number 5. Minute and a half to go. Stewart's jab can do so much there. He used it well that time. Bishop's so dangerous with that accuracy, a two-punch combination landing. Scores up top with a left. Now you're seeing stamina right here. How can they possibly... Huge right hand comes crashing home. Teddy, he's trying to punch his way out of this damage he's incurred, but that's not the answer.
No, he's in a rainstorm. He needs an umbrella. And instead, he's running right out into the rain.
There it is! Remember earlier, he was on the canvas. Now he's looking down on his opponent.
And we thought it was a bad thing earlier for him. It turned out to be a bad thing for his opponent because he got careless here.
You talk about putting an issue to rest. How about Andre Bishop scoring a knockout with the injured right hand everybody was questioning? He does it here tonight against Reggie Stewart.
Isaac, which Bishop brother hits harder?
Which Bishop brother hits harder? That's your question? I get these people. Well, neither one of them can punch like me. I can guarantee you that. But between the two of them, well, I'd say little Andre hits harder. I mean, the jailbird's washed up now. I mean, he was a genuine contender. But the big baby, well, the big baby has always been a pretender.
It doesn't get better than a good old-fashioned, meaningful heavyweight fight in Vegas. Glad you're with us. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, coming to you at the site of so many great heavyweight fights through the years, the Thomas and
Remember,
Mack Center.
guys,
Tonight,
obey my commands
Andre
at all
Bishop
times.
takes on
Let's
Dwight
have a
Cooper.
good, clean fight. Touch him up. All right, let's go.
Round number 1 between Bishop. That's a big striking blow to the head by Cooper. And a cut has opened up over Andre Bishop's right eye.
In a way, it's a little bit of a warning, Joe, of things to come. Now you have to be a little bit more cautious, a little more alert.
Andre Bishop moving now well against Cooper. Well, we've been waiting all week to call this one. Teddy, what kind of fight are you expecting?
Well, the kind of guys that they get insulted if you miss them, Joe.
That's it, just like that.
Halfway through this round. So, Teddy, here we have a power puncher against a fast and speedy fighter. What are some of the first things you look for in a matchup like this?
Well, I'm looking for the fast guy to stay on the outside. When there's distance, you can use that speed. You don't want to be cramped where the other fighter can use his power.
Bishop snapping that jab. Good 1-2 from Bishop. He landed that right hand flush against Cooper. See, Andre Bishop, that training really paid off. Just back to basics with the 1-2. Boom, boom. Teddy, you see that cut right there? When you're in a spot like that, do you tell your charge, hey, go after it, worsen that cut?
No, actually I don't, because obviously he did something right to open it up to begin with. Just keep doing those things right, setting it up. If you look for only that, you forget the things that got you there.
That's a good job by Bishop offensively. Landing his combinations is a key to victory tonight. 10 clicks of the talk. There's Cooper putting out that jab. You can see the trouble that Bishop has had with it. Dwight Cooper's left hook landed the most damaging blow of this fight. and the blood above Andre Bishop's right eye is becoming much more substantial. That's a bad cut.
Now the corner has to do their work, but the fighter, I usually don't say this, but he has to go out there and not worry about winning this round so much. He has to worry about defense. Don't get touched on that cut anymore. Give the work that the corner man did a chance to get the job done. Get that medicine into the cut.
Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. You can see Andre Bishop now is employing a lot of defense. He has those hands up high, trying to protect that cut eye. Bishop now utilizing that jab against Cooper. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Halfway through round number 2. Now you know why a lot of folks like this heavyweight version of Andre Bishop. Look at what he can do with that left hand. And he ties up on the inside. Blocks it away. That was nice. He just drew the punch from his opponent, and then a good counter by Andre Bishop.
Yeah, like running through the rain without getting wet. Beautiful.
To the belt line he goes with a left hand.
You're doing great.
Final 10 seconds. Good jab by Cooper. Not one, but two. Good work with the jab up top. And this round comes to an end.
When he misses with a punch, count it.
And round number 3 is underway. See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Dwight Cooper. Some fine fundamentals. Good counter punch.
Nice mousetrap there. He let him in beautifully. He didn't use cheese. He used distance.
Cooper's knowledge of the game is showing through. 3 ways to defend. One of them is to block. He did it there well. Frustrating his opponent with great defense.
Get your hands up.
It's one thing for the corner of Andre Bishop to tend to that cut between rounds, but Bishop himself has to protect it, and he's doing a good job of blocking punches that are targeting it from Cooper. Keeping his hands up, getting rid of his opponent's offense. Bishop able to land solidly against Cooper. Cooper's left working well that time. Bishop with a nice combination, a good old 1-2 landing on Dwight Cooper. Comes across with a hook up top. Cooper's doing exactly what you should to be a strong defensive fighter. You got to block those punches away. Now that looks like a middleweight fighting a heavyweight there. Look at the hand speed from Bishop.
And that's exactly the advantage he was going to need coming into this fight to beat the bigger man.
Give credit to Dwight Cooper. He has gone on the attack against that cut over the eye of Andre Bishop. He's trying to earn himself a TKO victory here.
All right, kid, you look great. Just don't get crazy. We got it.
Now Bishop looking to counter Cooper, gets that right hand over Cooper's jab. Able to cover up that gut. A flush hook scores well for him. Flush right hand to the head. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Teddy, what would you recommend based on what we're seeing here tonight?
Well, 2 aspirin and then go. Oh, no. Actually, I would say a little counterpunching would be just what the doctor ordered.
That's a better prescription for him. See, this is exactly what Andre Bishop's corner has been telling him. You gotta keep those hands up. You have to protect that cut. He cannot allow Cooper to have a target to go after. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Andre Bishop. Great combination from Bishop. That worked out really well, throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that. Andre Bishop needs to be so careful right now that the ref doesn't stop that fight, because Cooper is landing punch after punch against that cut eye. Oh, what a big hook to the head by Cooper. Ten seconds to go in the fourth.
Come on, kid.
Must be the punch of the day. Both guys bringing home uppercuts. That was a good round for Andre Bishop. He just went out there and controlled everything.
And he did it fundamentally, too. He used the jab. He set up the body attack. He did it like a good, solid fighter.
Bishop's favorite punch is the jab, and tonight, he's loving it.
Well, the jab is the table setter, Joe, and he set a beautiful table tonight. Napkin on the left, you know, small fork on the left, knife on the right, and the food right in the middle. And he's eating all night.
You taking some English etiquette classes?
You getting hungry?
Cooper's able to land a good, solid left hand. Good, clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Cooper. Targeting a left hand down low. Halfway through this round here.
In and out, in and out.
That's a forceful two-punch combo by Andre Bishop. Bishop's really in position to control things in this fight if he can do what he did just there, and that's land a good, solid jab. This is a real concern now for Andre Bishop as Dwight Cooper is landing punch after punch against that cut eye. He could get a TKO victory here if that continues. You know, there's a lot to like with Andre Bishop, but right now, I don't like the way he looks in terms of his conditioning.
No, it looks like he's slowing down a little bit. And you got to wonder if it's a little mental, too. He got a little discouraged that his opponent is still there.
Bishop's given us a good showcase of defense here tonight, especially up top. His head movement is just sublime.
And his opponent's cooperating with him a little bit because he's getting frustrated. He's looking for that big shot, and he's continuing to miss. He's making no adjustments. A guy's moving his head. You know what you want to do a little bit?
What's that?
Well, you want to feint him a little bit. Make him make a premature move. And then when he moves to either side, then you time him with a punch. Don't just go out there flailing away.
Good doubling up of the jab by Andre Bishop.
You're doing great.
Keep moving, keep moving.
Keep doing. Jump on it. Nice.
Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand.
Get your hands up.
The old 1-2 scores for him.
Keep your, come on, kid.
A quick, devastating hook by Cooper.
Unload.
Halfway through round 6.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Pulls Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. Right to the head with that right. Bishop's defense is now serving him well. Nice job blocking that punch. Solid left hand to the head. Good step back counter punch there.
Beautiful.
Double up your punch.
Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Cooper.
Listen, I'm not gonna...
Good action here tonight. Both guys bringing their best, and both guys meeting each other stride for stride, punch for punch. Tough fight to score here as we're back underway. Digging in with a left to the gut. Scored well up top. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Andre Bishop.
Brace yourself.
Not much action as he just ties up. Andre Bishop getting back to basics, landing that right hand. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head.
Keep your head moving.
At the halfway point of round 7. Good 1-2 by Andre Bishop. Bishop's hand speed right now the difference with what we just saw, able to land that combination.
Yeah, he's probably going to need a little bit more down the road, but right now, that's got him in front.
Accurate uppercut after taking a shot of his own.
Great work.
And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Bishop's showing you that sublime skill right now with that 2-punch combo.
Watch the hook.
Cooper's opponent landing an effective counterpunch right there. Good 1-2 by Andre Bishop. Cooper's able to land a nice clean left hand. Carisi stresses to Andre Bishop to control every second of the 3 minutes of a round. He did so in that last round.
Yeah, and the way he did it was by controlling range. He's very good at making sure he's the master of distance.
More punches. Keep moving. Get after him.
Nice strike after catching one by Dwight Cooper. Dismisses his opponent's headshot.
Move your head.
Okay, get your hands up.
And he just holds on there. Now you can see Bishop taking advantage of the countering opportunities, getting that right hand over Cooper's jab.
Move your head.
What an excellent 2-punch combo by Andre Bishop. Bishop's blocking ability is doing well for him there. Cooper's showing that walking stick right now, utilizing the jab. A headshot blocked. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Cooper. Andre Bishop's on the receiving end of a very good counterpunch.
Come on, kid.
Last 10 seconds of the 8th round.
Keep working this now.
Good defensive skill. And round 8 comes to an end. And we are back underway. Another round in a fight that's been... Oh, and there you go. Andre Bishop is on the receiving end of a power shot that scored the knockdown.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Well, we know he can get up. What we don't know is how steady he will be on those legs.
But we know his personality. He's an offensive-minded fighter, and he has to control that right now. Right now, he has to think about defense.
Keep moving. Looking good. Hey, you gotta see that coming. Let's go.
Cooper's tag. Momentum has shifted.
Well, it is a test of wills.
Did you see that? He just went down. The in-fighter went out, and now he went down.
Hey, it's okay to go out, but go out the side door. He went out the front door, and as you said, maybe he's paying the ultimate price.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Wow, saved by the bell. That's like something out of a movie here.
Yeah, except nobody's coming in there and saying, cut. You know, he has to keep going here. Right now, the only thing he knows is he's got flashbulbs going off in his head.
Inside.
Protecting his head well with his guard.
Side to side.
Keep that head moving.
Oh, good exchange there.
Hey, keep your hands
Andre
up.
Bishop's
Move.
landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best. Last 10 seconds of the fight. Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. I say it all the time. You never know what you're going to get in this sport. We never thought this fight would go the distance.
No, early on, it looked like Frazier and Ali. I mean, the thrill in Manila. Who thought we'd wind up with a little ballet down the stretch?
DL has agreed to a fight between you and Kobe Nichols. If we beat Nichols, we'll be in the top 10.
What are the conditions?
He's